Guys, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel with me. And as always, I'm your host, Dragon Steve, and today we're doing D&D with Slayer and Rose. Get ready for Adventures in the Skydom, episode 6. Okay.
Hello there, everyone. Yep, as y'all watching on my end can see, I have got my VTuber model working again. So, yep,
Are we
all
sure?
future streams will have the VTuber model in the bottom corner where it usually is.
Alright.
I'm stupid. But I too exist.
So last time we left off with you guys on the airship, underwriting the airship back to town from killing the beholder in the underground temple. You guys successfully make it back to the bar, to our favorite, the Blue Dragon Tavern. What would you guys like to do here?
And something is. I think something's back with me because oh, come on. I think something's back with me because I still see the airship.
Ah, I forgot to change the party ribbon.
If I remember right,
Yeah, there
after
we
last
go.
session, you decided to make a 6, right?
Uh, 7. Yeah, I need to update some numbers on different people. 1759. $16.44. Okay. Well, anyways,
Hey.
what would you guys like to do? I think Yvonne, or no, wait, we destroyed it in the temple last time. The crystal that was left behind by the spectator. But but yeah, you guys Should be on the correct party tab. So feel free
And
to
yeah, I see the tab. I
move
Yep.
guess
around the bar.
we just
Or are you gonna just sit next to Aura and try flirting again?
I'll head on to the bar.
So you sit down with Elise, or Elise, you will sit down with Sierra and Aether. And Aether begins questioning you on how things went at the Spectre's temple.
Fine.
Just fine? Or did you mean to say more and you just cut out on my end?
I just said fine.
Alright. Yvonne, what would you like to do?
uh do I have to try and roll charisma for the flirting?
Yes. Yes, you do. Also,
Okay.
you're kind of just standing behind her like a creep right
Laura
now.
How was I
already
supposed to know
thinks you're an idiot.
this? Well, I'm banking that she finds that attractive somehow.
Well, right now you're sitting behind her like a creep. I'd recommend you walk around and sit at the other end of the table if you're going to try and flirt with her. Oh,
How
okay.
was I
You're
supposed
just
to know
gonna
that
play
was here?
phase through Aura. Okay.
How was I supposed to know that was?
Chair right here. There's a chair she is sitting on. Also, there's a table right here. She's probably, if she's sitting in the chair, logic suggests she's facing the table. Why are you standing on the table now?
I don't know, because it sounds like something I would do. But I guess I can be there.
I'm pretty sure
Yes,
you don't
something I
want any
forgot to mention
more just,
earlier
or think you're thinking
is
you're
that there are
even.
still some bugs with the VTuber software. So you're gonna see the avatar freeze like it is right now.
Dang.
And I have no idea why those bugs are occurring.
+2.
So
So
just bear
that's
with it.
17 for Aurora's charisma. Actually, wait. Rose, roll a persuasion check to flirt with Aura.
I did? I got a 15?
Is your persuasion 0? No. You have a
Let's see here, let me go back.
17.
Okay, yeah, 17 then. So let's see.
Congratulations, you successfully flirt with Aura. She doesn't think you're a complete bumbling idiot anymore.
Yeah.
She now thinks you're just weird.
Yay!
Aether is going to come down and ask if he can get either of you two something to drink. To which Aura will ask for her usual.
Uh, I am fine on drinks.
Really? You're not going to try and
Yeah.
impress this woman in case her drink is something really strong?
I mean, part of the character I built was that you know, like she that she's not really into drinking.
Aether's gonna go out, prep Aura's drink, come back down, give it to her, to which a Aether puts on the table in front of Aura an extremely fizzy drink in standard fantasy ale mug, and Aura just starts chugging it like dwarfs chug their ale.
I'm just going to I'm just gonna tell her that that was very impressive because I doubt that I had seen anyone do chug a drink like that.
She lifts her glass to you,
And
slightly red-faced, and go, "You should try drinking with the dwarves sometime. I can't keep up with them." Anyways, back up.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but you know, just to top it up, I guess. But
No, if you want to, you can say it, whatever it is.
and I was gonna say is that that's a shame, but if I ever decide that that I want to go doing like any heavy drinking, I will definitely go join her in that.
Anyways, back up with Siakro, Aether, and Elise. Sierra is going to slide a map over to Elise, saying that she and Aether believe they have found the location of the next key shard. In a ruined in some ruins off on a desert island.
Great. Sand. Not fun to trudge through. But what needs to be done needs to be done.
Aether pipes in. The ruins are close enough to the edge of the island that you won't need to trek far from what we've heard, but still, be careful. Quicksand is never any fun to get stuck in.
Tell me about it.
With that, Aether is going to head off to one of the back rooms of the tavern. Leaving you alone with Ciero. And Ciero says she has no idea what's on the island because only a few people have ever come back from it, and nobody's ever gone to the ruins and come and lived to tell.
Guess we'll just have to be the first.
And while
Eh,
that's happening, we still just have Yvonne down here flirting with Aura, completely oblivious as to what's going on up at the bar. Well, would you like to come down and fetch the rest of your party, Elise, or would you like to stay up here, rest up for a bit before taking off on your next adventure?
To the rest of the party and just say, hey, we got our next job.
Alright,
Next
but
thing
it's
of interest is believed to be on a desert island. Then I just show them the map.
I should be just
Alright.
fine when sand is around.
Aura seems slightly excited about going to the desert.
And I am just going to unironically be excited as well because I will be thinking that we both enjoy desertish areas.
Lore exposition time. Aura was raised on a desert island, so she likes the heat. With that, I'm going to assume you all probably want to spend the night at the tavern, um, before y'all head off to the island.
Let's spend the night.
Alright.
Ah, yes, BT just slides into frame.
Would you all move down to the bottom of the map? Sorry?
Tokens get.
I was trying to paste the tokens, but they didn't want to paste normally. 1 second. Pipity.
And I gotta zoom out real quick. Alright, we are good.
Alright, time to quickly reassign everybody's numbers.
Still funny to me how BT has a armor class of 19, and that's probably going to get bigger. One that designed him. And yet he was designed as a glass cannon that you can hardly ever hit.
The
Okay, there we go. Numbers work. Thank you. All right, you all arrive at the front of the ruins. What would you guys like to do?
Well, let's go into the ruins.
So you're just going to no
Yep,
hesitation
yep.
run in. Understood.
Well, first I'll cast slime armor just in case. Well, not cast, but just use that. If I remember right, that is a 10 slime action. Yep, 10 slime.
So here, I'm just going to quickly open U and BT's sheets. So I have quick access to double check those things. Fait-de-fait. All right. But now that you are done casting your applying your slime armor to everyone, what would you guys all like to do? Aura is going to start heading into the ruins cautiously.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yvonne,
Okay, I shall be. Yep, I shall be following.
you make it into the ruins and see in the center a pedestal upon which is the next ceiling crystal. But before you guys can reach it, a sphinx swoops down and sits directly in front of the crystal.
Ow, ow.
And challenge it. And as the sphinx lands in front of you, I just gotta double check the sphinx rules because. Yep. Can you take me back to the sphinx page, please? Fit-to-bear. This thing says to you all, none who live shall touch the stone. Not while the sphinx still stands to guard it. And with that, combat begins. Roll initiative.
Fuck. Alright. Hey. 9 fucking A.
The Sphinx got a 27.
No, wait, I would have been an 11, right? It would have been
Wait,
sucked.
Rose, your initiative modifier is +0?
No.
I think it's
I
+3, but I still would have been last, I think.
Aura's initiative modifier is +3.
Looks like, yeah, I'm the only one who actually used the built-in initiative roller.
Well, again, I don't have access to the Sphinx's stat block.
Fair enough.
So, BT just roll. I don't know why it's not showing up here right now. But BT just did 11 plus 7 is going to be 18. And then Rose had a 9 plus 3 is 12. And then Aura's initiative is a +5.
And my question is, why isn't it showing up in the chat?
I don't know why BT's roll didn't show up in the chat, but I have physical dice turned on so I can see what it rolled. Right, so turn order is me, Slayer Rose.
Anybody has seen the Bombs Beyond Time abridged? You cannot tell me that that wasn't just that one moment with Paradox where he's describing how the weird duel was
So
gonna
first
go, and he's
Yugi
like,
goes, then I go, then Jaden goes, then I go, then Yusei goes, then I go.
yeah.
Alright, so first up is our dear friend, the Sphinx, who wants you all dead.
Oh, she's not even gonna do a riddle.
Yep, no riddle. This one just wants you dead. It's here to guard the stone, and its orders are kill anything that comes for the stone, so no riddles. It's this one wants you dead. And this one in particular is a Sphinx of Valor.
Damn.
If it was a Sphinx of Secrets, then it would So there's 3 different types of Sphinx, and Valor is the biggest of them all.
Fuck.
Yeah, these ones are the ones that are supposed to guard, like, calamity level artifacts, and that's exactly what these stones are.
Oui.
So, how much movement does this thing have? This thing has a flight speed of 60. Christ. Bang, bang. Just gonna pop down right here. Yep. Yep. You don't need to worry about why I said poop twice there. Anyways, melee attack plus 8. It's 3 times. That's one for each of you.
Shit.
That is indeed, in fact.
I mean, this thing is CR11, but we have 4 set level 7 people here, so just you guys should be fine. Plus BT's in the fight too, so 22 to hit Aura. And that does 14 damage. So 59 minus 14. And then it's just gonna slide over. Oh wait, actually, I forgot to roll the 1d4 to reduce it from slime armor. 1. Um, I mean, yeah, I'd still technically have to roll this because of crit potential.
Yep.
7. So at least roll your 1d4 for slime armor. 2, so take 12 damage. And now it's just gonna jump behind you guys. And it's Rose. It is now your turn to get smacked by the Sphinx.
Okay. Well, fuck. Ow, 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 ow.
18.
Can
Roll your 1d4
the Sphinx
for
got an
slime armor.
18 for well, fuck damn, alright.
Yeah, no, it's just claws striking at you all.
So how much damage you do?
It does 14 minus 1d4 because you have Elise's slime armor right now.
Yeah, so that would be 12, I think. Well, fuck. You said it was my turn, like, did you mean it was my turn to be attacked, or is it actually my turn?
It was your turn to be attacked.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, turn is BT's turn. And because nobody's currently piloting him, he is a party NPC.
So yeah, what's he gonna do?
Just BT's gonna start swinging at the Sphinx, which he literally just hits. Oh, now BT's rules are showing up in chat. So 170 minus 18. It's gonna be 1.
Forget to take
52.
weaknesses and resistances into account, just in case he has weakness or resistance to either of those.
Um, This Sphinx does not have any weaknesses or resistances. It just takes neutral damage from all sources.
Okay.
Or actually, no, its resistances are necrotic and radiant. So it's
So
resistant to
yeah,
light
I need
and
to worry
dark. It
about
cannot be charmed, scared, or hurt by psychic damage. Which BT's was slashing and force.
Yeah. So yeah, BT is going to do neutral damage to this guy no matter what.
And because of that, BT had to come up here, but he also has enough movement to just back off again, so. Just dash in, smack it, dash back out. And with
Plus,
that,
I'm pretty sure I gave him a. Plus, pretty sure I gave him the ability to. I'm pretty sure I gave him cunning action dash.
well, the Sphinx doesn't have, I forget what it is. Opportunity attacks. Plus, BT doesn't have multi-attack, so he can't just smack the Sphinx twice. So it's literally just move, like, BT had, what? BT had
Yeah,
a good chunk of movement speed anyway, so he
but
didn't
yeah,
even need to use that. So
there
he kind of
is
just
something
walked over,
funny you
pounced him,
actually.
and backed off.
There's something funny you actually could have done. Because of the way I worded yeet, it does not take anything into account. It just has to be within 5 feet of him.
Well, logic suggests that BT's probably not um going to throw the creature right now because he kind of probably the rest. How many of you have ranged attacks? Ranged attacks exactly? I think
And
Elise,
okay.
and then
I mean, you
Yvonne
know
has
me,
their
worst
sharp
case
one.
scenario, I make the longest whip known to man. Or, I just make a bow.
Yeah, but again, BT is canonically Aura's mech, and Aura doesn't have any melee, only has melee options when it comes to attacking things.
Fair enough. The only reason why I said anything is because it would have been funny.
Also, logic says so. BT and the Sphinx are both large creatures, or I think BT might actually be a medium creature.
Be whatever the canonical size of Titans are from Titanfall 2.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that would be considered like in terms of like D&D creature sizes. I'm pretty sure he'd be considered a large creature. So he's about the same size as the Sphinx. And I don't care how you wrote that ability, BT Wood is not picking up like a Titan-sized creature like an Elder Dragon and yeeting it 60 feet.
Enough.
Physics does not work that way.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It just would have been funny as all hell.
Yeah, no, I mean the Sphinx is also a large creature, so I'd say BT could probably pick up the Sphinx maybe like 10 or 15 feet because it's his size. So he probably wouldn't be able to throw it as far as like a medium-sized creature like a human would.
If I remember right, Yeet was actually just put on there as a joke ability.
Yes, yes, you did put it on there. Anyways, Aura's just gonna come down and smack the bird with the wrench.
And did you upload? Did you attach the audio to the campaign?
No, I don't know how to. I mean, I can.
You can just
And
upload it to the jukebox and then play it anytime you want.
how do I? Oh, there we go. There's how we upload audio files.
I completely forgot to say this, but yeah, I should have said this now. Yeah, those of you who hear something in the background, I currently got an AC running because otherwise I'd be sweating. So, yeah. There's the metal pipe.
There we go. It's time to roll to see if 18. That's a hit. For 1d10 plus 3 bludgeoning. Crit! I'm joking, it's not a crit because you have to do that on your roll 2 attack. But still, 13 damage. And with that, I think Aura has multi-attack now. Because she is a fighter. Or, yeah, action surge at the very least. Um, 1 second. I'm gonna double check something in fighter rules in the player's handbook because I forget when fighters get their multi-attack, because I know fighters do get multi-attack where they can attack multiple times. Okay, at level 5, she got extra attack. And she is level 7 now. Ooh. She was supposed to get an ASI at level 6. I think I already incorporated that.
Oh yeah, and did y'all know that fighters are just the main characters of D&D?
I mean, more or
What?
less, yes.
Yeah, because they're just regular people fighting alongside gods.
Yes. So, guess what's fun? Aura gets to bonk it again in the same turn. 4 times if I have her action search here. And it will not hit. But that's okay. We have action surge.
So yeah, just bonk, 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 bonk.
Yeah, just swing. That hits. That's 7 damage. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 16. That's just under. She misses. So we got 2 bonks. There. Just
The girl with the giant wrench got anything more to do?
nope. I'm just double checking some rollings real quick.
Ready.
Yep. We're good to go. It's now Elise's turn.
Well, time for me to use my new toy. I will use the ability Slime Clone. Sweet, by using half my slime.
Off brand simulacrum go crazy.
Seeing double. Yeah, I'll make it here, I guess. And
Yeah.
the ability does stipulate that since I made this clone during combat, its initiative roll is the same as mine was.
I'm not adding it to the combat order. I'm just gonna say it shares your initiative. Basically,
That's
just we know to give
the
you 2 turns.
entire extra player character for me, basically.
It does take your action, which means only the clone can attack right now. I mean, you can still move. And for the people on
Yep, I will use one of my level 1 spell slots in order to cast Slime Enchantment on Oro's weapon, and let's go Lightning, I guess?
oh, not PTs. I wanted
Are you there, Dragon?
no, I'm double checking your slime enchantment just so I know how but slime enchantment. All right. Just gonna note this real quick.
It's like, yeah, I am changing it to Lightning, but honestly, I don't think the damage type I change it to really matters. I'm really just doing it for the damage buff.
Yeah, it doesn't have any weaknesses, so you're not gonna get like double damage or anything from that.
Yeah.
All right. I guess now it is your clone's turn.
What do I want the clone to do? Yeah, because of when I used Slime Clone, I think it'd be pretty safe to say that the clone has its own 3 level 1 spell slots it can use. Because my assumption is that the clone would just be an exact copy of the current state I'm in when I use the ability.
I'd say, yeah.
Hmm. I probably don't want to enchant any of Yavone's weapons.
Because Yvonne is probably just gonna turn into a freaking pangolin.
Yeah, turn into a pangolin or just swap weapons for no reason. Like, honestly, there's a lot of
Hey,
reasons
if you
to do that.
but hey, if you gave me a reason to use a weapon, I would use a weapon.
And probably drop it every 3 turns.
I would not.
Are we sure about that? Your use of weapons hasn't been the greatest.
I know that I'm the equivalent of Sakura Keiwa, but I can be trusted with holding my weapons.
Honestly, with that analogy, with that analogy, who's Geets and who's Buffa in this group? I'd say
Let's see.
Aura's
Elise is.
probably Buffa, in all honesty.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elise is Geets and Aura's Buffa.
And then I guess that leaves Naga to be BT.
Yeah, BT is just Nago. It's like doesn't really do much and is just there to cheer you on until for some freaking reason she decides that
Her to evolve.
or I guess yes, and because for some fucking reason Nago would quite literally sit there and either say something positive or be like, "Oh no, you're in trouble. I'm gonna keep standing here." But then for some fucking reason something pisses her off or gets her inspired and then she goes, "Well, now you're done. Now you got done did it."
Okay, yeah, I just finished adding something onto Slime Clone because, yeah, without that bit of extra wording, it would be busted.
So, I hope my turn doesn't come out soon because I really need to fix
Yeah,
this
if you're wondering what I added onto it, I just said only one clone of you can exist at a time. Because otherwise, I could just infinitely use the ability and have infinite clones.
Yeah, there was a couple of your abilities that I was looking back over and I'm like, okay, some of these could probably use nerfs or rewording.
Yeah.
Like on Slime Armor, um, it's 10 slime. Is it 10 slime per friendly or is it just 10 slime and then you can make as much as you want?
I mean, it's 10 slime in general, but I have been thinking about, like, reducing the cost, but you have to pay that cost multiplied by the amount of people you're actually applying it to.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like 4 or 5 slime per friendly that you apply it to.
Yeah, probably. So, yeah, I'll have the clone expend one of their level 1 spell slots to cast.
So wait, Elise, I just want to make sure you're entering your main body's turn right now, correct?
Yeah, correct. Isn't really
All
much of a
right,
point.
it's time for the Sphinx to do a fun thing called legendary actions. So, legendary action uses 3 foreign layer, which this temple is technically this Sphinx's lair.
Okay.
At the end of immediately after another creature ends its turn, the Sphinx can expend a use to take one of the following actions. The action the Sphinx will be taking here is Weight of Years. And we are going to we're gonna target the person who just did the most damage to it and target Aura with this. Aura now must DC 16 Constitution saving throw. Which Aura has a +4.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, critical success.
On what? I just came back.
So the Slayer ended their main body's turn, and the Sphinx decided to do a funny and say, nope, it's my turn now, because it has the legendary actions, which it's allowed to take at the end of any other creature's turn. And it tried to hit
Right.
Aura with an aging spell, but failed. Miserably.
Well, damn.
Alright, now feel free to take your clone's turn. Eleise?
Alright. So yeah, my clone will use one of her spell slots to imbue BT's Pulse Blade with, I guess, lightning damage. Again, mainly just for the damage buff.
So BT also gets the +4 now.
Yeah.
Or +1 D4, I'm sorry.
That works. So yeah, the clone will now move here and will attempt to punch this thing.
UAS? What even is your UAS?
What is UAS?
Unarmed strike.
So that is an 18 to hit, and the damage is just a static 3 acid.
Oh, a 9. And, is there anything else you're gonna have your clone do?
I mean, I've expended my movement, action, and bonus action.
Alright.
So, yeah, clone's
That means it's legendary action time again.
Oh, no.
It's my measurement. It's time for teleportation. That's right, the Sphinx can teleport and punch whatever it teleports to. So, BT is now under attack.
Alrighty.
Well, BT is resisting 4 damage of the 14. It's
Well, good
Valkyrie.
thing he has that anti-one-shot passive.
Also, he has a slashing resistance. So that
I
cuts
forgot
that
I gave him that.
10 damage down to 5. And with that, it's now Yvonne's turn.
Oh. If I could, I would probably be playing that one Farfa clip where he like tabs out of daily dose of internet and he's like, "Oh, is it my turn? Is it finally my turn?"
I'm sorry, but I decided to rush some of the fights. And you guys weren't supposed to fight Sphinx for a little bit, but I did give you guys levels appropriate to fight the Sphinx. At least what I think should be appropriate to fight the Sphinx. If not, I can always just pull another version of what I did with the gelatinous cube and then just God smite this thing.
That's probably gonna need to happen. Alright. Need to check on a spell here. Alright. You do.
Oh, the way I worded sturdy structure, which actually, if I remember right, was intentional, meaning it is actually impossible for BT to die until he starts his next turn. Unless you use power word kill on him.
The Sphinx fortunately does not know
Oh.
power word kill. Fortunately for BT.
The wording I put on that passive is just, if he was at max HP when his turn began, his HP is unable to fall below 1 until the start of his next turn. Yeah, thing can't kill him. No matter how hard it tries. At least not this round. Remember right, power word kill is just kill someone.
It also could have been changed in the newer updates.
Alright. Where is it? It's over here.
According to the source I found, power word kill just says if your target has 100 or less hit points, they die instantly. So yeah, power word kill, at least with that wording, would bypass sturdy structure.
Alright, but yes, Yvonne, you're up. What would you like to do?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, can I cast this summon beast for see
You would be able to make it in
summon
range
beast.
to punch it as well.
Alright, so I could summon it in range to punch the Sphinx.
I'm saying like you could also no, I mean like you yourself, without needing to use any abilities or dash actions, are currently capable of making it up to the Sphinx to punch the Sphinx.
Kind of rather sort of just stay in a safer area while I do that.
Alright, let me just double check.
What is it?
Please.
Alright, let me go see.
I mean, yes, you are 100% capable of casting it right now. Ba-da-ba-da.
Oh, so because like what if something's good for like the ends up running into the yeah. Alright, I have to to deal with my cat for a bit. But so you were saying dragon?
Which form would you like to take? Air, land, or water summon?
Uh
Well, I know one of those would definitely be a bad summon.
It may be a beautiful king, but she's your sister. Look for the guy.
what in the world is this? Oh, nice.
It's an ice
Also,
paper. Read frozen.
which level would you like to cast it at? Level 2 or 3?
Yeah, I would take the I would take the oh great, but I would take the water one on 3.
You're going to cast a water spirit in a desert.
Rose, are you
Yeah.
sure about that?
Do water, so I guess I just absent-minded. Yeah, we can do. We can.
Chicken for make dinner.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the air one then, cause as much as appealing as land is, I'm pretty sure that if the Sphinx is ever in danger, it's going to go away and, you know.
Gonna go up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll take the 1-3.
Here's it. Wait, did you just say water again? I'm feeling you
Oh
meant
no,
to
I
say
said
air.
yeah, I said the air one at 3.
Right, level 3 cast of the air spirit. Okay. Right now, I need to find a token to use for your damn air spirit. Ba-da-ba-da.
Take the rice. Start in the rice. Really good. To be able to save more money to go on vacation. is the right.
And thing has a flight speed of 60.
Now I'm being careful with my baby Luna. I'm not taking my ass off her.
I just
her every
realized something that I actually completely forgot to give BT. I forgot to give him a flight speed. Oh, no, I didn't. He has 15 feet of flight speed.
I was like, didn't he have 15?
Yeah, BT can actually almost keep up with the Sphinx in the air.
No. The Sphinx has 60 feet of flight. He can keep up with the bird that Rose just summoned.
They're working really, really
At,
fast.
so the bird has
Now you got
the
my
flight
official
speed
offer letter for
goes
I
you.
made it to
BT with
where
15.
his cunning action dash affects his flight speed as well, so that bumps it up to 30. And then he can use his phase core to go an additional 20, so that's 50 feet of speed altogether. Which is why I said almost keep up. He's only 10 feet away from actually keeping up. Didn't name it phase core. Phase dash is what I named it.
Okay, you now have a verb. What are you going to do with it?
Alright. Can I tell it? Alright, can I tell it to attack the Sphinx?
Yes. Again, this is
I
your
shall.
verb. You're in control of it.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah, I shall tell it to attack the Sphinx.
Um, 1d8 plus 4. What is your spell attack modifier? Your spell attack is +2. Your bird hits.
Yeah!
Your bird does 14 damage.
Yeah, I know. Uh,
9 minus 4
alright.
is
It's
3, I think? No. It's 4 plus 3 is 7. So it's 5.
I guess the last thing I would be doing would just be telling it to, uh, just be telling it to come back to my area.
I'm trying to think to move the spinny's gone. Anyways, we're back to the Sphinx now.
So with that moment, trigger an attack of opportunity from BT. Or does the Sphinx have some form of resistance to attacks of opportunity that I don't know of?
It doesn't have attack of opportunity resistances unless it uses its little arcane prowl, which actually, yeah, because that was technically the end of Rose's turn. That is a time for it to use a legendary action, which means it could arcane prowl up here, smack one of you guys, and then smack the other three.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing it's like free yoga. And it's somewhere close by. I don't even have to drive. Then after that, I think it's gonna be like dancing, drink or whatever. And on Sunday, I signed us up. Tennis sport, also free. Only 1 hour. Over there by, I think it's by the zoo. I think.
What's happening? Why'd you roll that dice?
Because the Sphinx, when it uses its teleportation ability, it's forced to immediately use its
It's like
claws as part of the
residence. So
teleportation.
that we come back at the on Sunday.
So as Rose's bird ends its turn flying back to Rose, the Sphinx teleports back up here and is smacking Aura as part of its teleport.
So like instead of teleporting and then smacking Aura, it smacks her as it's materializing.
Yes, that is exactly what is happening.
This weekend.
And yeah, I'm
After I
assuming
get
the
back from
teleport doesn't
the
trigger opportunity attacks.
I mean,
we have to do
yeah, it's a
classes
teleport.
for
You're not
registration.
gonna like punch something that's phasing out of existence.
Where there's a will, there's a way!
15 minus 1 from 46, so that's gonna be minus 13.
Oh, don't
Where is it?
And now it's time for Sphinx
Where
to
is it?
keep going on this attack string. Are you ready,
I know I have
Yvonne? It's your turn to get punched by the Sphinx.
I know I got it because I know where it is. Maybe it's still in the car. I gotta go down
22. Roll your D4 for damage reduction.
it. And making it.
Alright, so Sam was talking about dinner. So what am I gonna be doing?
Roll 1d4 for damage reduction because of Elise's slime armor.
Yeah. Damn.
Take 13 damage. Your turn, the main body of Elise. Roll
How
for
many
damage.
legendary actions does this damn thing have?
No, it's the Sphinx's turn now.
Okay.
It has a triple attack on its turn. So because it teleported, it gets to make 4 claw strikes in a row here.
Alrighty
Because
then.
one from the teleport, then its turn starts, and then it gets 3 more claws on its turn.
Okay, yep, makes sense.
It's not even the full, like, full.
So roll your
Right.
1d4 for damage reduction, and then subtract that from half of 14. 5 damage. There you go, because the clone technically doesn't share your HP now. At least I'm pretty sure. Because it's a clone, I'm pretty sure it works the same way Simulacrum does.
Yeah, that'd probably be the safest guess. Whereas, yeah, it just copies my state upon being created, but after that, it's its own separate entity, essentially.
And it fails to hit Aura a second time. BT's turn now.
I think BT can pretty easily move up to the Sphinx and smack it.
He could, or he could shoot it. Is also an option.
Yeah, that too, but it would be less damage.
Best spot BT could get to. Smack it. I mean, he can easily hop over this wall right here.
Yeah, on top of the fact that it has phase dash, which ignores all obstacles. He has a lot of options for movement. Which, yeah, that was kind of by design.
I didn't even have to roll for his damage dice because he wouldn't hit. And with that, BT is going to base dash backwards a bit. And it is now legendary action time on the Sphinx. Elise, make a DC 16 con save.
That is a 2.
And you fail.
So what are the effects of this?
1, you get exhaustion, which that's you get 1 level of exhaustion, which I think the first level doesn't do too much, but if it after you reach level 3, you start getting disadvantage on everything. On top of you now look 3d10 age. You get aged by 3d10 as long as you remain exhausted.
I mean, I'm a slime. I don't think the aging will do anything, but sure, I'll roll the 3d10.
You have now aged by 25 years in the span of 2 seconds.
I look exactly the same, because I am a slime. Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
don't
probably.
think
Pretty
aging
sure
really
the
does anything to slime.
I mean, you
I'm
you
pretty
get
sure the only
dry,
thing that happens.
dry and crusty, but
Yeah, I
that's
was
about
gonna say,
it.
I'm pretty sure the only things that happens. Yeah, cause pretty sure the only things that happens to whatever creatures like slimes is just they slightly just get malnourished or decayed, whatever it is.
Yeah, like in the case of a slime aging, I'm pretty sure the way that would work is like you start drying out and losing slime.
Yeah.
Question how a slime gets exhausted.
I don't know, it's magical exhaustion.
Yep, I just slouch over and go like, what is this feeling? I have never felt this before.
Yeah, no, you just turn into like a puddle. You're not that exhausted yet. You're only at level 1.
Yeah, but it's still gonna hit me like a truck, because this is completely foreign to me.
I mean, do you want the disadvantage early?
No. Definitely not. Yeah, it's just like, flavor-wise, my character's not gonna know how to deal with this. But yeah, the exhaustion would probably hit them similarly to how it would hit others. Just with a bit of dramatic effect due to it being a brand new feeling.
And with that, it is now Aura's turn. Time for the bonk stick.
Yep, which is now electrically charged.
Yes. $25. Oh, don't mind me. I totally didn't just accidentally close the
Yeah, something just came across my mind. Is there anything attached to the damage type itself?
weaknesses and resistances are the only things attached to damage height.
Okay.
For 15 damage.
Another nat 10 for damage.
And you ready? Are you ready, kids? One more time.
Yeah, seriously, how many legendary actions does this damn thing have?
It has 4 per round.
Well, that's kind of stupid. Do they
That's
stack?
a little excessive.
It only gets worse from here. If you guys want to know, the final boss of the campaign, give me a minute. Uh, duh, has 6 per round.
Well, that's a bruh.
And the boss fight right before him has 3 per round. This one just gets a fun bonus with a 4 because it's technically in its lair, which is the ruined temple.
I see.
"13. Nat 4 on damage.
Had a square fell inches, but my phone was here connected, was literally at 4%, left it
Your
charging.
turn now, Elise. Remember, you are currently exhausted and very tired.
Alright, so what exactly does level 1 exhaustion do?
Kind of feel, and I
I
couldn't
don't
stand it
know
because I
off
have
the
my
top of my
phone.
head. I know most people actually just completely ignore exhaustion in most campaigns. The only reason I brought it up is because that's like what the Sphinx's ability does, is it exhausts people.
Andy.
24. Movement speed is reduced by 5 feet per exhaustion level. If your exhaustion level reaches 6, you die on the spot.
I see.
Really, like, hopefully next week.
The only thing I have to worry about right now is I move slower.
You do also get disadvantage on all ability checks right now. Or no, that's the 2014 version. Also, you do get a -2 penalty to all D20s.
Okay. I'll use 10 of my slime to make a greatsword. As my bonus action used. And great swords use your strength modifier, right?
I'm pretty certain yes.
I will attempt to smack this guy.
Remember, that's also a -Q, so you're
But
gonna miss.
I mean, would have missed either way. And yep, that is the end of this one's turn.
All right, your clone's turn.
Oh, no legendary action. You're just gonna let her take her turn.
Yep. Again, the Sphinx is like I'm thinking like the Sphinx is probably kind of like the mech is weak right now. It can't do much to me. I'll take care of the small creatures first, real quick. Because remember, it has to teleport. It can only use the thing it just did to you once per round. So it can't just spam that ability and give you a level 6 exhaustion in like 2 rounds of combat.
I see.
I mean, you do realize you just need your clone to stand right here, and it's in attack range.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of something different. Yeah, I use the clone's bonus action to imbue the great sword with lightning damage, and then I'll have her use her main action. Actually, wait. Yep, using Slam Enchantment actually stops me from doing my original plan. So, yeah, cool if I say I don't use Slam Enchantment?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, I'll have the clone use its action to dash. I'll dash over to here, and then the clone will use its bonus action to start piloting BT. And, yeah, that is everything the clone's capable of doing, unless you want to say it gets more shit it can do because start piloting, but yeah, that's completely up to you. Is your mic being weird, Dragon?
No.
Eddie. Yeah, you just have long periods of silence.
Yeah, no, that's just because I'm going over different things.
Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, unless you want to say the clone can do even more shit, even though it's done
Yeah.
everything it's capable of doing.
Yeah, no,
This
that's what
turn,
I was just going over, the way you have stuff worded. So it looks like BT actually loses his initiative now that he's being piloted.
yeah, I think, yeah, I worded it weird, but it was intended to be that it makes the pilot fairly useless, but in exchange, the pilot controls BT.
Yeah, which would mean that it now BT's turn is now your clone's turn.
Yeah, I didn't put anything in there about getting like extra actions or whatever to do shit with the moment you start piloting.
Yep.
That's just bonus action climb in, bonus action climb out.
And with that, it's now your turn, Yvonne.
And I'm pretty sure the rice is already cooked. Waiting on
All
the chicken.
right. Alright, so when I was reading that 7 beasts does not require an actual action to command it to do something, would I be able to attack the Sphinx myself?
Yes.
And also...
You
Yes,
would be
alright.
able to punch the Sphinx and then because your bird has its own turn, technically. The same as Elise's clone.
Alright. So I would first tell my bird to go attack the Sphinx.
Your turn comes first.
Ah, damn. Alright, Alright, if I remember right, I had proficiency with spears. I can probably attack it with that.
You have proficiency with simple weapons, and I'm pretty sure the spear is a simple weapon.
Yep.
If you give me 1 second, I can double check that real quick.
I think it was a +3. Let me go check on my characters.
Yep, the spear is a simple melee weapon, so you have proficiency with it.
Alright.
On the rice.
I just need to go and check which.
So
Need to go and
it's
check how much.
1d20 plus 2, and then it does 1d6 piercing damage.
Alright, so the spear was a +3. Alright. So yeah, I will go stab the Sphinx with my spear then. I think that's cool.
Well, you fail. That your spear bounces off the Sphinx.
Bird, go. Alright,
It's done. Chicken done. Dinner ready.
Your bird also fails to hit the Sphinx.
alright, Alright, can I tell it to, can I tell my bird to try and guard Elise?
It does not have any abilities that would work in such a way.
Damn. Alright, so I guess it's just back to me it is then.
Well, no. So you win your turn, and then your bird goes at the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah. Thinking like that do suck.
Yeah, your bird has a separate turn from you, which happens directly after yours. It's the same story
Okay.
with Elise
So,
and the other
yeah,
clone.
that's... But, yeah, that's that. I mean, don't know how it worked last time, but it...
It is now back to our friend, the Sphinx.
hate this things. Oh.
Horror will take 13 damage. Your turn, Elise. Roll your d4. So 13, half of 13, rounded up. Is it normal?
Remember when you
Maybe
were little,
normal
then you
rounds
said you
up
wanted to get
unless
up?
directed otherwise.
That's a good thing to do, especially when
Going
you're
to
home
be
alone. You
7.
can be your and
What was that, Dragon?
finally
7
do
damage.
everyone's house. Get our own appliances that are not crazy. I'm gonna show
That
you
is
how to do
calculating
many,
your
many things.
resistance.
You can do it, okay?
And now it's Rose's turn to get punched.
I'm coming.
I've been completely forgetting to actually use my passive again.
I mean, you also have a bunch of potions, you and Rose both. And it will miss punching Rose. And with
Nice.
that, it is now Aura's turn. Because BT is no longer in turn order. Aura's hit modifier is a 6. 21. Ten damage. 9 damage. So 57 minus 9 is 48.
Yeah, I just got the notification pop up that you can just like put minus number and it will automatically do the math.
Ah. And with that, Thor's turn comes to an end. And, the Sphinx, seeing as it worked best on you last time, prepare yourself for another DC 16 Constitution saving throw. With a -2, because that is a D20 check.
Six.
Oof. That's another level of exhaustion for you. Which means you now have -4 on your all D20s.
I will not forget about my passive this time. That's the result of, okay, regardless, even if I didn't have that -4, it still wouldn't have mattered. Attempt to attack it with the great sword. Nat 20!
21. Congratulations on crit. Double damage.
Great sword's 2d6, right?
Yes. Plus 1d4 lightning right now.
I decided not
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
to do that.
So,
Alright, so 12 damage to this thing. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked I rolled doubles. And, yeah, that will be the end of the main body's turn. So the Sphinx gonna do anything, or is it my clone's turn?
it is now your clone's turn.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, he can definitely make that. BT move here. And now it's time to do a pretty big Hail Mary.
Oh?
We'll use Blade Core on this thing. So I attack him with the Pulse Blade 10 times. All rolls are made disadvantage, which with the advantage of me
Cancels each
piloting him,
other out.
that cancels out. So yeah, rather than making every attack roll individually, I'm just gonna do something to speed this up.
Ooh, you got a crit
Right.
in there.
And
let's
yeah,
see,
all
how
these
many
have
hits?
a +8 to hit.
Do you get? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 hits, including 1 crit.
So each of these is 2d10 plus 2, so 8 hits, right?
Yes.
I was going to roll all the damage at once, but I'll roll the one crit separately.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
And even cut in half, that's enough damage to kill it.
That was all D20s.
Oh yeah, right. That's all d20s.
It is 2d10 plus 2d plus 3d4 for each hit. Congratulations, you have successfully killed the Sphinx. But are you ready, kids?
I think I made the right move making pulse slash a once per long rest.
It's time for a Hyexia to appear, and immediately use plane shift and nimble escape to nope out of existence right before your eyes.
Oh damn.
It saw what I did to the Sphinx and was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep.
No, again, every time a Hyexia has appeared after one of your guys' boss fights, it immediately tries to leave. The only time you guys jumped it last time is you guys had turn when you guys killed Beholder. Because it was still one of your guys' turn when the Beholder died, so it joined in combat in the middle of somebody's turn.
But yeah, I'm just gonna roll the rest of the damage.
Or it wasn't even a Beholder you guys fought, you guys were fighting a Spectator, which is a mini Beholder. But congratulations. Who wants to?
Yeah. And yeah, all that damage. Yeah, all that damage dice would have. Well, yeah. Yeah, there would have been a lot of plus Qs. And then you would have cut the final result in half. Because it does deal half damage, but still. It still hits like a truck. Anyway, continue, Dragon.
Anyways, which one of your party would like the honor of destroying the stone on top of the pedestal?
Don't care.
I guess I'll take it.
Well then, go. And roll a
Alright, just get a...
DC-10 strength check
Just
to
get it.
to smash the stone.
No, come on. There we go. And now let's see here. Alright. And see a strength check. What's my strength?
0.
Wait. Oh, nat
Natural
20 on
20.
crushing this thing.
You
You
shatter the
smash
stone
this
so
I think it's
thoroughly that
so
it
fine
not
it's
even
smaller
dust
than
remains.
atoms.
Not even the dust of the stone remains.
So it's quite literally just like like quite literally I just squished this thing and then like just like a cup There's just like a couple like glitter flakes or something that just show up and
Yeah,
then
no,
end up
so basically
melting
what
out of
happens, you
existence.
grab the stone off the pedestal, hold it above your head, and slam it back down into the pedestal with all of your strength, and it turns into dust, which is immediately scattered in the wind.
I
As
swear,
this
this thing has a sense
happens,
of humor because
I'm
it
not.
always gives me nat 20s at the most stupid moments.
All right. As this happens, all of you can feel the earth tremble beneath your feet, as if some unknown evil stirs. And as this happens, give me 1 second to find it. I have to go grab this real quick. Here we go. A large red dragon flies by overhead and roars.
Oh shit.
It passed you guys by, but it was clearly not happy with the fact that you guys had destroyed one of the ceiling stones. And congratulations, that will be it for this session. When we next meet, you guys will all be level, I'm gonna give you all level 10 for that. Yeah, if you guys get level 10, have fun with that. Is there anything you guys would like to say about tonight's session?
It was fun.
Call it an episode.
Especially when I used
I call it an
flamethrowers
excellent win.
to beat the Sphinx to a pulp.
I very much call it an excellent win.
And yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked you didn't have BT attempt to use his missiles.
My idea is, again, it's supposed to work the same way it does in the game, so he needs to charge them up by attacking normally for a little bit.
It didn't actually make it work like that, where he needs to attack normally. He needs to take a round to charge it up. So he uses his action to start charging it, and then he fires the missiles on the next round.
Mama.
Which, I
Mama.
mean, that's a good thing to open with, considering the fact that sturdy structure makes him impossible to kill on the first round of combat.
Bad girl. Bad girl.
So yeah, he doesn't really need to care about his own self-preservation.
No. Bad girl.
At Flight Core, twice per long rest, you can launch a salvo of missiles at up to 10 different enemies. Each missile does 1d4 force damage and have a +3 to hit. You can choose how. Yep, just the multi-attack. You must take 1 round to charge this ability. So yeah, it's a multi-round ability, basically. Round 1, start charging. Round 2, you fire it. And I just realized, I never actually stated how many missiles you launch. I mean, it's kind of implied that it's 10, because it's up to 10 different enemies. But yeah, continue.
Nope, that's really it. You all get back together, uh, hop back on your ship. I'm pretty sure, Rose, you're going to dispel your familiar summon.
Uh, if I would, just when, so before I think of this, is just want to ask, does Aura like birds?
No.
Then I shall dispel the feeling.
Also, it would have just died on its own within the next few, within an hour anyways.
Fair enough.
And yeah, naturally, I would collect all my slime again. So, clone, be gone.
Alright, with that, your group gathers back together. And heads back to the tavern.
So I think it's safe to say we're gonna need to either upgrade BT's armor class or health soon.
Probably. I can think of like some like mini quest for the next session to get some materials to upgrade BT. Or have Sierra sell you guys some.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to take this much damage this soon.
Well, again, I am like hyped for progressing. I'm progressing the campaign at like much faster than this was supposed to go.
Can tell. What, you trying to speedrun us the campaign? See if you can get it done before your finals?
I already had my semester finals.
I think you passed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next semester starts next week, or actually it starts Monday. So, but with that, you all come back in and rest up. So you can all max out your healths again.
Do a slight rework to Blade Core. Like, I'm not gonna really change it. I'm just gonna do slight rework to it so that way it's not like a. Yeah. Basically, I'm not gonna have to roll as much. Well, I do want to roll back. Okay. Yeah, basically, if I manage to think of them, be expecting to see changes, there's probably not going to be too much difference in functionality. It's just going to make shit easier.
All right, and with that, thank you to everyone watching on my end and Slayer's. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and we'll be seeing you all in the next episode.